159 though for headshot. This is... He is bringing it back though. Oh, misses up. Just a little mistake on his jump spacing and he's dead. And that's... It's always unfortunate, right? When you have like the right idea, but your spacing is just very off and you die for it and suddenly you feel like, damn, you picked the correct option, but...
Yeah, especially when you started getting the pace of the game too, because headshot was definitely really getting back into the game. Not that they're out of it by any means, especially after that. Goes off stage 100% agree with that. Go for the low recovery here.
You're thinking Waddy by the way with the raid. Let's go. Good attempt on your bracket, bro. Peanut's probably just gonna win this bracket, man, so I don't feel bad. You know, that was a... I'm sorry, I can't say another way. That was... Well, like... That set, man. No, but Waddy definitely played it very well. It's just... Peanut's nuts.
My boy Waddy. Waddy, my man. Final destination? FD? Really though? Anyways, here game number 4 potentially. Best Ness getting knocked out of this bracket. Currently at kill percent. Headshot gets the drop down back here too. Trying to condition the landing. Gets the down smash. This is really bad.
Edge guard.
He's gonna dip down. No, gets him down here. That's it.
Best Ness is out of the bracket in 7th place.
God.
And we are gonna start now. PkChris versus Chag.
I'm with it. That was a good one. I'm glad we got to catch the end of that. I know Best Ness is feeling some pain. That one hurt. That's one that stings. But I mean, Headshot played it well. We were talking about just how you'd pressure, and a big thing you mentioned too was that Zaire pressure, and that really played a huge difference as that match progressed, especially off stage.
Yeah, at the way end, right? Like the last moment, it really just is set the kill. You know, that's why those little pokes that send you so like far horizontally but not so much vertically are such great set edge guards, especially on a character like Ness, whose recovery is already vulnerable.
Now starting here with obviously.
And then we have another Ness set because there's not enough Ness for today's stream.
What kind of world is this? I mean, like we said, things going back to normal, kind of, right? But we got 3 Nesses in a row. PkChris returning back to the 1 and 2s. What do you think with how you've watched Chag approach this matchup in the past? How do you think Chag is going to consistently attempt to approach this matchup? Because obviously Palu does really good in it, but particularly in the way that like how you would approach PkChris.
So this matchup is, you know, like Day 1 Palutena where they all just kind of spam like neutral air, and then Day 2 they found that back air is broken and they spam that. You play this matchup Day 2 Palutena style. You spam back air, you maybe spam some forward air, and that's all you do. There's nothing else you want to do in neutral. You need best spaced aerials, maybe some areas you got some free openings, and that's about it. Because anything else is like way too limited.
Yeah, I don't blame that idea at all, because what's Ness gonna do? They're swinging, and they're swinging a lot. What do you have? Invincible back airs. So you just keep challenging that over and over again, and it forces them to stay grounded, it forces them to respect you, or it makes them at least second guess approaching.
Yeah, and like that's also bad for Ness, because Ness needs to like get open and like close range use for his big combos, and you can't do that. This just back here, like, it doesn't send you super low, but puts you in awkward spots when it comes to recovering versus Palutena, so you can just die afterwards.
Yep, I really like how PkChris is just established I refuse to be edge guarded, because that flash is always there every time, and nobody has found an answer. That back air is giving the answer. Chris only taking 42% on stock 1. Oh my god. Trying to look for her early double dip on that down air.
Yep, okay, catch the double jump. Ooh, and that's so scary. You have the double jump, but getting away with that anyway. That is very fortunate for Best Ness. Could have easily lost that stock. PkChris could have easily lost that stock and threw a huge lead.
PkChris is committed to the bit. The amount of drop down falling up airs and just keeps looking for that down air. I mean, you definitely want to look for it on the teleport because you catch the start up at that or the end of that teleport pretty easy at the ledge there, but he's really committed to finding that falling up air down air.
Okay, that's platform cancel forwarders, bringing us from Chag. Very clean execution there. Chag is actually very good at the platform cancel stuff. He always gets it.
Yeah, and PkChris like actually punished him for one of them, so that's you have to have that in the back of your head. Chris is definitely gonna make this back. Is Chag gonna find any type of ledge trap? He hasn't found it. Looks for the back air, and
Chag keeps going for the talented 2 frames and just can't quite get it every time. The timing is slightly off, and once you do that, you miss the timing. Like your ledge trap's just done. That down tilt's a little bit too committal.
Yeah, and another thing with fighting Ness too, right? A majority of what works well for Palu is that they love conditioning you into air dodging directly past them or rolling past them, then throw you back off stage. They keep repeating the process till you get hit by back air. Chris just won't fall for it, which is really bad for Chag right now.
Yeah, I got it. I gotta fix so much stuff in my stream. But yeah. PkChris,
you get it right first time every time, you know this.
Right now, considering this matchup's so Palutena in favor too, but like, it just goes to show, like, PkChris, to be fair, he probably has a lot of Palutena experience, you know. I'm not sure.
That is
I think
true.
Chag has a lot of this experience, probably, so. I don't know, PkChris is outplaying Chag, refinding the openings. Not being too impatient is a big part of it, right? He just kind of, when he can get in, he gets in. But he's not forcing his way in because he knows Palutena is not going to chase him down without overextending. And he's taking full advantage of that.
I just want to compliment Chris real quick as well. A lot of times when somebody's in a situation where they're that low, they'll just jump right up. Chris used the PK flash again, but that time to stall out the reticles and then get back and found that back air. And Chris looking for the down air. Of course he is. This man is committed to getting that spike.
God damn, bro. Relax. Okay, relax. Yep, you got up air. Just chill.
That's a sit down, be humble right there. That up air will stop people from mashing on landing so much. Hey, I mean, you gotta be scared to air dodge directly onto a Palutena. Anyways, that's the jump. It's still no down tilt.
Down the oh, the reflector on the side B. First down we've seen it all game from Palutena. Can't catch the air dodge away. Ness is not quite fast enough to do that. And we just, oh my God, this is. Who do you think they win right now? Who do you think's winning this?
Honestly, the way that Chris has been playing so far, my money's on Chris. I know Chag is starting to get it together, but Chris has just been playing so well. I think if he dies at any point, it's to a jump call off stage that Chag happened to catch. But I think Chris is just playing really good right now.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I definitely feel like Chris is likely winning. Even though he has a deficit percent, he just needs one good opening. And like Chag is, he also needs one good opening, but he hasn't been pushing his openings that well. Whereas Chris has been pushing it a little bit better. That's just kind of what the character does, though, to be fair. But it still is very relevant in these kind of closer matches where it looks like neither player can quite get like an edge neutral.
I'm starting to change it up a little bit because remember how I said before, you know, Palus really need that ledge trap, that whole mind game, forcing the air dodge. It worked, and now he's starting to get caught a lot on landings, so this is really bad. I think Chris is still doing pretty well, but
he gets the
Chag
2 frame down, so
gets it.
Yep, he finally got the 2 frame down, so just one is all he needs to end the game.
That's it. It just puts him in such a bad position. Even if you don't get the back air, and if the forward air doesn't happen to kill, they're set so far away, they're forced to have to commit to that PK Thunder 2, which could just get beat before you even get to go for it, because Palu could just get out there so fast.
Man, just like that, you know, Chag up 1-0. The thing is, as the game was getting longer, I feel like Chag was kind of feeling the flow of PkChris and making it harder and harder for Chris to get in. And if he can keep doing that, then maybe, you know, Chag's just going to take this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying at the very last stock. Like, you could start to see Chag is starting to slowly figure it out. It seems like Chag kind of understood, like, okay, all right, okay. You don't really like to swing a whole lot in these spots. You like to anticipate instead. So, you know what? I'm just going to pressure you the way I should. And it started working out really well. Now you see Chag is just throwing out nairs, back airs, forward airs in all those positions that Ness will not win on a trade.
Okay. This is so bad. Chris, every time Chris off stage, I'm just like pursing my lips like, uh-oh. And luckily he's not getting punished for it too much, but like the moment Chag gets the right timing down to get these edge guards going, it might just be game over. So Chris is almost on a timer to like not be put off stage too much, and that's so unfortunate.
That's unfortunate right there too, because he's able to get the wall spike still on the stage, but not in a position to do it. And honestly, like, it's pretty nuts. Like, I was very confident in the way that Chris was looking at the start, completely losing that confidence now, and that's just a testament to how good Chag's adjustments are, right? Like, what was the last bad interaction like Chag lost on other than that one?
Yeah, I was saying like right there,
All right, never mind. There we go. that's what I get.
First, bro.
That's what I get. This game just changes so fast. You just assume somebody's got some type of call, some type of momentum, and then still, hey, look, we said that. We changed our mind at the last second. We were paying attention. I see you. Don't try to call us out like that. I'm watching the chat. Don't tell me what you're doing.
2 frame back here?
Oh, that's bad.
Back here would potentially kill, but the forward is a bit easier to go for, especially on line. He's consistently getting the timing on the 2 frame now. This is like looking really bad.
Yeah, now that he's starting to force him low, he's not really fearing anything to do with these PK flashes, just put in the explosive flame. Yeah, there's the timing again. This is... Oh,
counter?
Is he gonna get by?
Oh, downer! Oh my god, that could have been a downer for Chris went for right away.
Yeah, after using the jump 2 on the counter, I don't know if Chag would actually made that back.
Scary. Nope, Chris isn't gonna catch that. Chris is not recognized where Chag is up being to. And suddenly Chris, you know, he has to get close to get damage, but it's hard to get close versus these side Bs without potentially dying.
Whee! Goodbye. So that's a 2-stock to 1 lead. I said I like a lot of Chris's decisions, but I'm really just liking Chag's option coverage a lot more. Just staying safe, putting a whole lot of hitbox up. Now you're just getting taken for a whole trip. It's getting really difficult.
Oh my god, with that said, right now it's even percents and not even stocks, and Chris really just hasn't found anything significant in this game. Like a little pokes here and there, the one exchange, the first stock. But otherwise, like, it's a classic case of like, Palutena using mobility and range to kind of make it hard to get close to her, and make it hard to press buttons in her face, and Chris is just like, lost right now.
Yeah, a majority of what Chris is trying to cover is like full hop range, right? But he really, like right there. But Chag is just staying grounded. It's like, I will go no higher than short hop range because your Nair doesn't beat me, so I would stay down here. And the worst I take a trade, I'm not in a bad spot. Oh, that's a good one.
That's gonna be that's not even a trade.
Chag is so brave to still jump out there, even with that jumping at him.
Yeah, I think it's either brave or maybe he's just expecting, hey, even a trade is not bad because getting this like kill percents is so cheap.
Yeah, honestly, and at 120 right now too, to 127 with the full stock up. Doesn't get it, but you can commit to reading that defensive option in. Good job by Chris delaying enough to avoid getting hit.
That's it, the lingering forward tilt catches regular gap. First time we've seen him do it the entire game, and it just works, it makes sense though. Conditioning. Save that moment for when you know you got it. And suddenly you're up 2-0.
Especially an option like that, because that's something that somebody will hunt. Like, you throw that out there once and you miss, people are going to be paying attention to that every time. But if you make them feel comfortable in that neutral getup, it's so good at KO percents as a trick option. Chag, up 2 games to none. I don't even know if the stage pick is going to do it. Like, I'm trying really hard to think of maybe where they could go different from here. But, like, I like the wide stage in this matchup between these two. It's still working in favor of Chag. I think a smaller stage outside of, like, maybe Smashville, which I still think works for Chag, is like, the only safe bet.
Yeah, but like, even though it's so hard at a small stage, thank you so much, Kurt Cuts, with the tier 1 sub, supporting the stream.
Let's go, Sub Hype.
So much. Sub Hype. Let's freaking go. And back to the match we go now. Yeah, I think at small stage, it's like weird because Palutena is going to control more space with her invincible massive disjoints. Yeah. But at the same time, you have at least a chance to get close maybe, so I think this is like, I don't think this is going to work out, but I don't blame him for trying at least.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking, Smashville, right? It's like, okay, I have to close the gap. I need a little bit more distance. I mean, this is a good way to do it. It doesn't get the jab block, but at least still follows up. 79% completely unchecked. Can PkChris pulls out the stock right now? That'd be enormous.
Yeah, right. I mean, he picked the small stage for a reason. With that said, the small stage working against him. He's already off stage. Says you gonna die. So it's no, but the Nair punches through the down smash, lingering hitbox, and it doesn't lead to much except sadness.
Yeah, honestly, if Chag just ripped the down air on that aggressive cover before, we'd be looking at a stock lead right now. Oh, gets the landing again. That's a jump, so you're forced to run off stage. You've been able to dodge a few times.
Doesn't get it there. Oh, pitches the jump with the Nair, though, and then blocks the Nair, and then there's a Nair zone, but yeah.
Honestly, rinse, repeat. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That pressure that Palu can do. Yeah, just keep throwing out these back airs.
The shield, and suddenly PkChris barely avoids that, and that's it. Yep.
Great positioning from Chag.
Mate.
That's and like that was good delay on Chag too, because Chris is delayed using the recovery a lot. Like always waits, goes really low with PK Thunder 2 before it decides to actually get back up. And Chag's all right, I'm gonna let you go all the way down before I actually do something. And now you're full stock up.
Okay, that's not gonna be a kill. Maybe a backer would have killed, but you can't blame him just going for the quick punish. With that said, he needs to get better punishes than that. Oh my god, it's so much damage so quickly.
Yeah, you see, back throw might do it. There we go. Only 57%. That's not too bad. You did get hit a lot, but this is still a very doable position.
Okay.
Speaking of, 42% off of one opener.
Well, this is so tense right now because Bestness followed the lead again. The small stage paying off, but I still don't feel confident in this. One thing I give Bestness though is PkChris.
I was gonna say the spirit of Bestness living through PkChris.
Yeah, PkChris has been really good.
You refuse to let him die.
The absorption on the projectiles. Like, this very rare where he actually hit by a projectile. Oh my god, that's potentially a kill. Run off down. Yep. Run off counter.
Yeah, didn't miss the positioning. Always make sure it's right in front of it. Now PkChris down to one last stock. Chris, if we could, I mean, you can find a back air pretty soon and possibly get an early KO, especially if Chag is running away. So, oh my God! Oh, he gets the footstool! He gets the footstool! He's not out of it yet.
Okay, that was such. Oh my God! I can't believe that worked. That was bad, though.
I'm so happy it worked. This match is actually getting so much more intense so fast. I want to see more of them. That's bad, though. That's grabbing out of the jump, I believe. Yeah, he's forced to go here. He avoids the down tilt. That's crazy.
Big punish potentially. Down throw bear. Uh-oh, and that's such a bad situation. Burns double jump. Does not get called for double jump, though. If you got hit with like a back air or a dash attack, that could have been game.
Yeah. Oh, gets a little bit of healing on the auto reticle. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but that does make a difference. What's the call here? Gonna force him back off stage, try to look for the high recovery. Nope, and still keep himself pretty safe.
Now they're back there. That's it, bro. Counter. Yep, that's it.
Oh my God.
Once you start incorporating the down tilt back airs to set up recovery angles that are really full for bestness, PkChris, it was over with that said. PkChris being taken out in 5th place. Good run for him, just not quite enough this week, but I think it's his first time making a top 8 in a Galaxy Gambit, so everyone give up PkChris.
I believe so too. Honestly, spam your best Ness emotes in there for the spirit of both best Ness and for PkChris because he lives on in both, according to the buzz. Honestly, I still give a lot of credit to the way that PkChris played, right? Because even though he went down 3-0, the first game had a great lead, understood how to pressure and play safe against Palu because we said it before, those back airs are eventually going to work. Really, the big difference was what you said at the very beginning.